He clicked go.
Did he get his Princess Diana baby back?
Should be up now.
Hey! Sorry about that.
Okay, so I just shot him in the head.
Everybody's dead!
Roll initiative.
The building explodes!
Hey, chat, what was the last thing you saw?
Yeah, we need to know. Someone wanted to know if he got his Beanie Baby back. So what was the last thing? I'm not sure who I trust most in chat, but I will take a look. Because we want to make sure we go back. Nope, that's not a thing.
Did they see the dragon that came and breathed fire?
Dragon Rock Falls, that didn't happen yet.
Hi, my name
is Mainframe.
Elsie was rolling.
Hello, my name is Mainframe.
Roll for performance. Okay.
Okay. This is our performance. So,
was twitching and blocking the door. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We got it. Yeah. So
that is.
I rolled a 6, by the way.
I'm distracted.
So he.
Cromwell awkwardly put his foot in the door, but we were invited in.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
And I asked to be let into the apartment because we had a very specific thing to talk to him about.
And he visibly is visibly uncomfortable. So I just want to take a moment of you propping the door open for Elijah. Just, I'll appreciate that. As a side note, when I sent this to Emily, she was like, "It's easy to find Elijah." Anyway,
He will still be here at the end of time.
So you go in, and there's a cup of wine on the table. And
I say to him,
he agrees. It's best probably not to discuss.
"Sir,
this
we have encountered upon a
sits down.
black market Beanie Baby ring." And,
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you implicating me in something?
we just want to know, your name was mentioned as a Beanie Baby aficionado.
They are a classic collector's item from the Fifth World. It's a small niche group of individuals that are still interested in paraphernalia like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Claudia.
What does the room look like?
So he lets you into the apartment. He'll take a seat. There is, it's like a pretty nice, it's got that kind of sleek, sort of like a sleek kind of modern feeling to it. He's got a couple of sofas. Of course, they're white because that is the most impractical color that you can have for a sofa.
Richie love white couches.
White couches. Why would you do that?
Almost as bad as white carpets.
It's got like the fake hardwood sort of flooring, like linoleum, but it's supposed to look really nice. And on his coffee table next to the sofas is his glass of wine. There's a Trid fireplace, or like a Trid kind of surrounded like fake brick wall. Right now, it's displaying like the classic sort of fireplace look to it. He's got pretty open windows with a small balcony looking off. There's a nice view. He's fourth floor, so there's a little bit of obscured from some other apartment buildings, but he can just see the ocean. It's a connected kitchen, and then along the walls in the living room are just a series of bookshelves, and on them are small, large collector's items. There's a shelf covered in Beanie Baby bears. No other Beanie Babies, just the bears. There's framed collector's cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, future card editions. It's all Fifth World paraphernalia. There's a series of small figurines with large heads and buggy eyes. Funko Pop.
Cromwell, while Elsie and Mainframe do what they need to do, he will intentionally kind of clumsily, he won't actually touch, but he'll kind of just wander around and look at them to make him nervous.
I would feel better if you took a seat, please. Officers, there's plenty of seating.
When Mainframe goes to take a seat, she drops her pen and bends down and tries to pick it up as seductively as possible.
Are we bending and snapping?
We are bending and snapping.
The bend.
Elsie's like...
so if you glitch, you know what happens.
I do. But I put
her back out and a boob falls off.
Non-sparkles.
So you throw your back out and a boob falls off.
Boobs
And
can't
just
fall.
like in real life,
Because
folks.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure chat wants to see things go. Yeah. Oh, that's great. 1, 2.
How many chat dice did you add?
4, 5. I used 3 chat dice. 1, 2, 3, and I hit my social limit. 6 hits.
You're quite alluring. You have you have a stature and kind of a grace to your motion. You manage to sort of fluidly do the pen drop and sit down, and so it all becomes kind of one graceful movement as you put the pen back behind your ear and
Did
your hair.
Mordecai
My
watch
hair.
that on the astral plane?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he did.
I heard the word that you wanted us to hear.
And I ran the matrix perception from the couch.
The 5 hits. Great. So do the rest of you take a seat? Because
I do. I take a seat on the white couch and I just absentmindedly pick up his glass of red wine and
Oh my
kind of.
god.
Would you like your own glass of wine, officer?
Oh, wasn't even thinking. I'm fine, thanks.
Of course, Cromwell can't tell it's red wine.
That's true.
It's in a goblet. Like,
So your matrix hit. You notice nothing like particularly. There's the kind of a security host. It's a relatively lower level host for the apartment complex that seems to be controlling kind of the apartment provided security features. He has a local area or a WAN, a local area network within his apartment. There's a terminal. Obviously, there's the Tridio. There appears to be kind of other projector screens in here, smart fridge, all that good stuff. He's got a comm link with a few devices seem to be slave to it, like cyber eyes and things like that, that are on him and on his person.
Excellent.
Nothing that like jumps out as you being like super secret device full of secret information.
So the comm link's a good place to start.
Probably.
So while the rest of the conversation and distracting goes on, I will, from AR, attempt to go big or go home on his comm link.
Great.
So I will take care of that.
Let me know how it goes. Mordecai, you're mostly just getting this feeling of discomfort from him. He's like clearly, visibly, and physically, like astrally uncomfortable in this situation, and it's hard to parse out how much of it is like Cromwell messing with his stuff versus like him not wanting to be questioned by the police. Okay, so illicit Beanie Baby ring.
Well, you see, there's a very prominent collector in the area.
Yes.
Who recently had some very collectible beanies go missing. We've been able to link a couple of these thefts, and we think that there is, shall we say, a concentrated effort by somebody trying to round up Beanie Babies in the area.
I am on excellent terms with all of the other known collectors in this area. There's half a dozen of us at most across the entire of UCAS. Prominent collectors.
okay.
Yeah, I noticed,
Thanks, like sitting there for 5 Beanie Babies.
So then you know about the dragon.
There's no...
The dragon Beanie Baby.
Of
What?
course, there's 2 of them.
Right, just 2.
There's
All
the
right.
white dragon and the brown dragon.
All right then. Did he seem nervous at all?
Yeah, he's very uncomfortable with the large troll with a glass of red wine on his white carpet that's been touching his precious collection of things.
But the word dragon did not seem to make him more nervous.
Probably not significantly, no. Not like, given the state of discomfort that he is already in, something like that, like, didn't make it higher. He's already on edge.
I hold up the Princess Diana Beanie Baby and I say to him, "Sir, is this your beanie?"
It's mine. Yes.
All right,
it's
then.
from my private storage facility.
So we think somebody hit this storage. You see,
I didn't file any report about the theft at that storage facility because it was private. I accepted the loss.
you understand that the way it looked to us was either you were a prominent collector that had not been hit yet, which makes you suspect, or you're trying to put your beanies under the table, which is also kind of suspect.
How did you find out about this?
Does Cedar Crop know about your storage warehouse?
Why would they need to know about my storage warehouse for my personal collections?
So meanwhile, on the Matrix, mainframe is she's a little distracted by the fantastic '90s stuff going on because his Matrix, like his comlink, it's like Lisa Frank. I mean,
Yeah,
not
his icon is like a Lisa Frank beanie.
Oh my god! So at first, she is not very successful, but she doubles down using one of the edge. Thank you, generous thumpers, and 8 thumper dice. Or I think that's it. Yes, 8 thumper dice. She gets 7 hits, marking his comlink 3 times, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, so she uses Mr. Sketch markers, the smelly kind, to mark his comlink discreetly.
Good.
She's having a good time.
And gel pens.
The gel pens, yeah. So while the rest of the conversation continues, I would like to look for email records or like, digital communication records, or I think it'd be tough to find video that's incriminating, so we'd probably just start
with
searching for
communications.
dragons.
Just the search for the word dragon. Give me an extended matrix perception test.
Okay.
So, sir, why did you try to lie before and say this wasn't your beanie?
Because I never filed a report about the warehouse break-in.
Well, we are detectives, sir. Well, this one is.
So I'm
Just saying.
just wondering why you're trying to return property that I've never declared stolen.
What is your relationship with the reporter Toth?
What?
What are you doing?
A reporter Toth.
I don't believe I've ever read any articles by a Toth. Are you referencing the ancient Egyptian god?
We're just trying to put some puzzle pieces together.
You can give me a judge intentions. You can give me an astral perception.
Got 3.
Got 2.
He doesn't know who Toth is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like saying, what's your relationship with blah 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 blah, some random reporter from a newspaper that you don't read.
Right. So he doesn't know who. He may not even know about the camera. Or if he does, he seems to not know about who it belonged to.
13 hits.
13, great. So you do some digging and you find a few different things. The first aspect that you notice is that there doesn't appear to be anything in like his general kind of communications that are more easy to get to. They're unencrypted. A lot of it's like work, after work, social, and things like that. He does have a number of communications between a lot of different corporations. You tend to notice a pattern. There's obviously Saderkrupp, there's Shiawase, As Technology, Cross Supply Technologies, and Universal Omnitech. Those seem to be the main ones that he's communicating with. I will read that list again for you.
Yes.
Shiawase, As Technology, Cross Applied Technologies, and Universal Omnitech. Most of the communications that you're able to easily access are fairly generic. There is a segment of, there's a file, like a folder of encrypted information that are within like the communications categories, like essentially within his email section. You would need to decrypt them to know what they say. And yeah, those are probably the two main things that you notice if you're looking through just
Great.
communications.
So I will check for a data bomb on the encrypted.
Go for it.
Sir, do you have a certificate of purchase for this Princess Diana beanie?
Yes. Certificate of purchase for all of my collectibles that I have for all of my collectibles.
Would you mind showing it to us, sir?
Why are you doing this? What do you need to know from me?
I think this guy's being set up.
What does this have to do with this reporter that you've asked me about?
You're in a lot of trouble.
Why? I'm sorry, do you have a warrant for any of this information? If not, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Listen. We just came here to figure out if you're a suspect in these crimes or a victim, and it's pretty obvious that you're a victim.
Thank you.
So, we're just trying to get our paperwork in order, so, I believe you, Hammer here believes you, mostly. But I'm just trying to get our paperwork in order so we can clear you as a suspect in this case. I don't want to have to haul you down to the station. It's just easier if you show me a certificate.
Oh, you're gonna go all easy on him? Look, he hid the fact that he owned a warehouse when we first came in. He seems suspicious to
I don't
me.
own a warehouse. I had a storage
You had a
facility
storage
at a
unit,
warehouse
which
that I
you
didn't report a crime at.
Yeah, I just think it may be a case of, maybe he got nervous when he saw cops at his door,
You go too easy on these people, Detective Dix.
Well, I don't think he's a...
Your search for a data bomb.
Yes, so I don't see a command here for search, so I just did a disarm, 4 hits.
You do notice that there is a data bomb on it. So the data bomb, if you wanted to try and figure out what it was, you can't, or how strong it was, but otherwise you had 4 hits. You are not able to disarm it, but it does not go off.
Okay, and let's try that again.
this data bomb go off? Does this
Oh, that was great.
froze?
It destroys the data
Oh,
that the bomb is
6
attached
hits.
to. This time, you're able, you just kind of slow down a little bit. You notice the patterns in the data of the bomb, and you're able to defuse it. It's very like classic, like big clock, actual wires coming off of it.
Is it from like Back to the Future?
And as you're undoing it, like the first time it started speeding up, the timer started speeding up, and then the second time it stops. Just 1 second to go.
Great. So I'm gonna run a crack,
tropey.
and I rolled a 7 on cracking the encrypted file.
So you kind of extract the files and open out the communications. When you're taking a look at it, the files here, similarly, they seem to be communications from within the same companies. But you notice that there's more specific mentions and there's recurring contacts of people. The main one at Shiawase, there's Bill Akima. There's an individual that appears to be at As Technology called Grace Castillo, sorry. Castillo, Castillo. And then there is one that you don't recognize. It doesn't appear to be belonging to a name or specific location. It just signs it as Void.
Void?
Void. You suspect it's probably a Matrix persona.
no, I know who that is.
Great.
And the last one is there's a series of communications that appear to be coming from different contacts, and if you look at them, there's no, it's like, do not reply 6735, nothing that would lead you to a specific individual, but they're all signed, and they all have various, like, the communications don't seem to be hugely consistent in what they're asking about or what they're talking about, but they're all signed HOD.
Okay.
Capital letters. So you suspect it's not HOD, it's HOD.
Oh,
Do I have time to run a quick copy to pull this stuff?
Yeah, give me an edit file.
4 hits.
Microtransmitter, transmitter, mainframe. Can you give us a name?
That's dangerous, but is it Bill Akima from Shiawase?
I think we should just let Akima let this guy hang out to dry.
Matrix, Astral.
I got 0 hits on that, so I am going to use a point of Thumper Edge. I was actually, I guess, a sensing mainframe.
Oh, wait a minute!
And you know what? Let's throw in some 6 Thumper dice.
And I used 8, but I don't think.
Oh, okay.
4 hits
total?
total.
Total.
It was not
It was rough.
good.
That was an sensing. You guys can also give me a, I guess probably judge intentions.
I will use 4 Thumper dice.
Ooh, wow.
4.
4, 5. So you are able to register that moment of like him kind of inhaling, kind of the look of confusion that flashes across his face is there for a moment. You're able to pick up on that, and then he sort of goes back to calm. And he's not going to say anything. His responses. If you have any other information on this theft, I suppose you can come and tell me. I never reported it. I have no intention of filing a report about any security incident that was at that warehouse.
Or your involvement with Shiawase?
I work with them. It's part of my job. That part is true. You know that for a fact.
Did I get the file copy?
What was your hits?
4.
It's not a great copy. You're able to pull a handful of them. You can certainly
Can I
try
judge
again.
my yeah, I'm gonna try again.
You get a feeling that it wasn't great. Yeah.
Okay, well, I got 4 hits again, but I have another. So.
Yeah. Thumpers.
Gonna get those files.
7 after the reroll.
Okay. So the first time you had just copied his regular files. The second time you actually managed to copy the ones that were encrypted. So now you have both sets of his communications.
To signal to the team that I think I have information, I giggle, and get up from my seat, and just, can I use your powder room?
Yeah. So
Thank you so
Tell you
much.
what, sir. Why don't you show us a certificate of ownership for this beanie, and then we'll be on our way.
okay. You have a lot of seemingly unrelated questions. So and he'll pull up on the trid. He'll throw an image and this is certificate.
Right.
I think you're a smart guy. I think you know we're not really here about the Beanie Babies.
I don't really know what you're here about. I can't tell. You keep asking me about the Beanie Babies, then you've asked me about my job.
It's
You
how
throw around
night
names of
errant
a
works, sir.
reporter.
Not errant does
Night
not.
errant work seems to be an oxymoron. So
Knight Errant and the Ares Corporation don't want to get involved in a corporate war between Shiawase and Saderkrupp. But you're caught right in the middle, chummer.
that's my job. My job is to be a corporate liaison. I work with Shiawase as a member of Saderkrupp. Why is Knight Errant getting involved in my job?
I come
Not
back out
here
of the
to-
powder room. Oh, is Hammer giving you a hard time?
Tell you what, sir. We're gonna just return these collectibles to you, and we're gonna be on our way.
Thank you.
Next time something happens like this, please declare it, because we're here to help.
Sometimes there are things you don't want to know. That's what discretion is for. But I suppose Knight Errant wouldn't know anything about that.
Can't say much on that topic, sir. Here's your beanie back and your Pokemon thingamajig.
It's a very impressive collection.
Thank you. He takes it and dusts it off and puts it on the shelf next to all of his Shamrock and, Sammy. And
Yeah, you got those things because
I suppose I'll keep it here.
Yep. Don't want them to go missing again. Anyway, thank you, sir. Good day to you.
All right. Lord, you have any contact information this guy can contact? What he
Of
wants to give us
course.
any more information?
If for any reason you need us or me, just reach out.
Thank you. I'll take the information and let you out the door.
I hope I don't have to dredge you out of a river soon.
Okay, can we pause? I thought Bang was the worst cop here. That is not true anymore.
So we
Yes, not
exit the
subtle.
building.
Yep.
We get back to the van. We leave quickly.
I pop back to my body. How'd it go?
Oh boy.
That's discreet to bring what?
Boy.
I was just pushing it the buttons. It's what I do. I push a button till they get nervous and they either gives information or they goes running to the person they work for because they's all freaked out.
You seemed pretty freaked out, but
Well, I got some names. I mean, there's no smoking guns here, but he kept encrypted communications with people I assume to be important in multiple corporations, and there are 2 very shady, mysterious personas that I need to look into more. I may have to hit jackpoint. HOD and a void.
Can we find out if he's contacting anyone right now?
No, I would have had to release the marks when I got at it.
Has to Ophelia Dragon.
what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure
Has
out
to
what
be
that...
Ophelia Dragon. Her last name is Dragon.
Yeah.
Can I
I don't know. I'm trying to make an acronym.
Can I at least get eyes on him to see if he's leaving or sticking around his apartment?
He appears to be staying.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to snoop if I can, but I don't think I can.
You'll start dealing with noise the further away that you get.
With
It's a couple per 2. Let's say 2.
because it's just a little bit of distance
It's not
away.
gonna be a great snoop, but if I get lucky.
So, just to recap, because I was in the car and flying pigeons, it was getting pretty difficult for me. I got a little bit distracted. He is suspicious because there was not. He did not report his stolen, but we got in
Yeah,
there.
no one pressed that one.
We're cops. We don't have to answer his questions.
No, but he never
Why-
reported a crime.
I know, that's
Yeah.
why
He
that's why I was
reported.
pushing the not report part. But
No one asked him enough about it. Why? No one asked the question. Why didn't you report this crime?
Satyr Cup as technology on the tech, Shiawase, and Cross Supply Technologies, all our liaisons with him, which means those are probably all the ones together who might have summoned a dragon. We also got 4 names. I don't know if you shared that with us.
Yeah. I'm not planning any
Okay. I'm
skill
sorry.
degree here. Just Alakama, Grace Castillo, Boyd, and HOT.
So we know some of the people he's working with, but not all of them. We were supposed to find out what he knows about the dragon. Did you get any of that?
I don't think he knew anything about the dragon. There's obviously something going on he didn't want to give up, but the dragon, Toph, none of that did he know much about. Maybe he works at Shiawase, maybe he just found the camera, but there's something going on that just
To be clear, there isn't really a direct line between Toph and the dragon. Like
Right.
him not being nervous about
it's
Toph
just
or not knowing
this
who
guy
Toph
had
is.
Toph's camera, so
Yes.
clearly he doesn't know who the camera belonged to.
Or, he might have just been like, there's a camera here. And like, if I had to stretch my limits of thinking, that's a Satyr Crop private
Right.
room.
But that makes because the suspicious thing was that a Satyr Cup employee had a camera that was found at the Shiawase building.
Yes.
But since he works with Shiawase, that would
let's-
explain why he might have been there.
Let's pull over to a burger joint with milkshakes.
And you can take a little bit more time
Yeah, that's
to
what I
like
want. That's what I
actually
want to do
dig
is like
into the data.
use the clue dice and
yeah.
look at stuff. What matrix perception test running, or is this just like a straight up logic and something?
Go ahead and give me a matrix perception.
Okay.
Computer and intuition.
And can I use my clue dice?
Yeah, please.
That doesn't help.
No.
4 hits.
You can run it as an extended test, and we'll say each test is 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
In Mainframe 3, if you still don't need that spell on you, I'll
go
I'll
ahead.
stop. Okay. Was it useful?
It was.
Okay. Good to know.
Do you think we're
She's
gonna?
very charismatic on the matrix. On the astral.
Do you think we're gonna have to snoop into a corp to be able to get this
Yeah.
information? Like, is that our next step?
Well, maybe we should check with Miss J about whether or not the information fits her needs.
Well, there was no mention of like dragon in the email, right?
She said if he knows about the dragon, and if so, who's he working with? We got the second half.
Oh, that was a good one.
And he definitely did not seem to know anything about the dragon, right? Like maybe he's involved but doesn't know exactly why.
Well, maybe his.
You literally just said the word dragon, and then expected him to tell you something. So I don't feel like
Cromwell's convinced
Cromwell
that
is convinced
this
that
guy
his-
would have freaked out. That doesn't mean it's accurate. But
Great. Just to be clear, this might be a Cromwell
Logic.
assumption.
17 hits.
17 hits, great. So how many times did you roll? Three. So you take 15, 20 or so minutes while the rest of them are... Cromwell is adamantly convinced that he knows absolutely nothing and is a complete
he
dead
will
end.
completely freaked out if he'd known about it.
Everyone else
Mayframe
is
just
eating
goes into
fries.
VR because she's just like, nah,
knocks
nah, I don't want to
Klopp
hear
sits
it.
down next to a plate of food. So you can continue to just kind of slough through the information, and you're able to pick up on a few patterns. There is a couple of things that would spark your interest. You see some communications about, and nothing. They're all kind of vague and circuitous, but they do discuss meeting on the evening of the election. So you get kind of some circuitous of just like, are we meeting on this night, and the date, like the timestamps would match up with that. There is one piece that is particularly prominent that will stand out because it talks about it is a message from him to Bill Kima, and it says that he located a drone and he's going to take care of it.
Okay.
And then there's also a mention of in a couple of the communications there is just a mention of Chairman Demure.
That's interesting. Does mainframe tell Elsie that?
Is that the complete or download, or is there anything else?
And so one of the commands, one of the messages coming back from around the time of the location are signed like, yes, we are HOD. So HOD responds to that. And then HOD seems to be sending out like multiple messages to individuals, so it's not necessarily just to him. They seem to be going out to multiple people. And there's some communications noting that operations in Secondi are proceeding as planned.
In Secondi?
Chairman Demir is the
And that one
Arislan
signed
that
HOD.
I transported across the country, right? And delivered to Cedar Crop.
Did you deliver to Cedar Crop or Renrocco?
Cedar Crop. Or no. Sorry. No, he was delivered to Shiawase.
He was delivered to Shiawase. I thought he was a
Shiawase.
Renrocco exec.
Right.
So mainframe comes back out of her slump. Holy dreck. There's a lot of stuff in here. He knew about the drone, and he said he'd take care of it. It's a very odd way of taking care of it, like adopting it as a pet and keeping it. Why would he just smash it? I don't understand. But this ring, whoever he's communicating with, was involved with the election night stuff. They're meeting on election night. Demure is involved. Secondi is referenced. There's a lot of shit in here for such a low-level mook.
What did they say specifically about Secondi?
That operations are going as planned.
So the thing about Secondi, the facility I was at, this false Chairman Demure was running, and it wasn't really a Renraku facility. I think they were off the grid, but they were a launch facility, and something had recently been launched. So
Like a space launch.
yeah.
I'm so confused by all of these Arislans, Secondi.
Tell me about it.
I don't know if Cromwell can. I think that's the problem. He can't tell you about it because he's
No,
confused.
yes, I was being ironic.
I mean, I couldn't tell you either.
Well, we've got an executive back from the dead. We've got a dragon. We've got a recent launch into space.
From which
I'm
company?
assuming.
It's like we're just trying to, earn a new yen doing our runs, and someone's like playing a whole meta game with our lives.
And somehow all this ties into the dragon, though.
Well, I think our next step is to go back to Miss J. This is enough information, at least to get some direction. Who we want to pursue, which thread we want to go down. We successfully completed option 2, and he doesn't know. I don't see the word dragon in here. He may not know there was a dragon.
Maybe Miss J knows what HOD is.
Maybe she does.
That's what Jack points about, right? You can go into the Matrix, into your secret club.
It's true. I don't know if they're on Jack Point, but yes, our secret Matrix club, full of knowledge.
Smart
All
people
right.
hang out.
Can we send the info dump to Miss J and see?
So you guys pass on the information that you have so far to Miss J, and she lets you know she'll get back to you as soon as she can, after she's had a look over it. So at this point, you know that a Seder Cup executive or individual picked up a drone, took it back to a private warehouse. It was stolen by you guys. He has had contacts with individuals at multiple corporations, and something to do with HOD. As well as potentially Chairman Demure and the activities in Secondi, which you also know is all wrapped up in clones of Arislan.
Lots is happening.
So, with that,
Shiawase and Seder Crop are friendly. Like
As
probably-
Technology's name was in there too.
we
Yeah.
call it a night.
I can call Romulian.
Let's see what happens next time on Shadowrun Corporate Sins. Thank you guys so much for joining us and for sticking with us. You're amazing.
Yeah, thank you for also letting us know about the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Live shows, it's what happens.
Zach rolled ones.
It's live. So we're going to read out our tips for the evening, and we're going to celebrate this while we get to look at chat. It's going to be very exciting.
Hi, chat.
Hey!
And
Has to be Orange Dragon.
has to be one dragon. I love that you're convinced her last name is Dragon.
I mean,
Yeah.
You're
Are
not
they all related?
the dragons?
all dragons
so.
are related.
Not all dragons.
Not all dragons are related.
Not everything is incestuous.
Is this
It's all
incestuous?
humans are somehow related as well. We're all humans. That's our relation.
That's
So
why
all
Claudia
dragons.
thinks everything
Hi,
is
Demolition.
incestuous.
Yeah.
So all dragons are related. Let's read tips. That's the thing that I'm supposed to be doing next. Our first one that came in from Demolition One. Hey, #Fang, here's some sprites to help your cyberware. They're all colored yellow on the matrix just for you.
I love them. Thank you.
Nice.
And we have William TW. Here are 6 dice for from #Neonet to help you all. Go #Mordecai, Mainframe, Fang, Elsie, Cromwell. Go #Lauren.
Thank
Congratulations
you,
on,
Neonet.
and congratulations on 12 months, Faithless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 months!
You are belying your own name.
That's great.
In 7 months.
Yay, trooper.
There's so many resubs there.
I know.
Go resub.
Phantom, 2 dice for #Cromwell, CROMWLELL ding. #Sinless.
I'm gonna TM a ding, and then no one else can use it.
Also from BP Phantom, 2 dice for #Mordecai, honk, #the Sinless.
I'm gonna TM a honk.
That's fine. That was
I don't
amazing.
know what I'm gonna TM and ding means, but it sounds very dirty.
No, you've made it work.
Not DMing a ding dong.
Wow.
Work, we just don't know.
Start saying! #Mordecai, #Dan Poslins, #National Treasure.
Aw.
That made Claudia very excited.
I spent about 3 minutes trying to remember Nicholas Cage's name, and then I showed it to Mordecai. I think I wrote, or Dan, I guess is Nicholas Cage is gonna steal you.
Yeah.
He only gave one chuckle.
Well, I can't really see it from over here. That's what was on the thing, so I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
BP Phantom, 2 dice for #Lauren because chaos murder reasons. #Murder Pixie, #The Sinless.
Sinless.
Humble and hopeful, I have heard the good words of the prophet Tony and present this humble tribute to the Red God in hopes of mercy. All hail the Red God.
Regret your
hail.
choice.
Hail. #Lauren.
That's not how you don't get mercy by doing that. Like
Yeah, you
that's-
do.
That gets the opposite of mercy.
You don't get mercy. Chat gets mercy.
So many.
Oh my god.
TM's a ding.
Private dick. Oh dear. Then in Lumini,
Resub.
#Fang. And Fegus at 252 because Mfek deserves milkshakes. #Mordecai, Mainframe, Fang, Elsie, #Cromwell. Embly, #Aries would like to support. #Elsie. Osaka-shan. 2
Lord
dice
Dick
for
Hammer,
#Cromwell and 2 dice for #Fang. Best wishes to the happy couple. I loved the fisticuff ice cream montage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Imagine you and me.
And
Or
lastly,
it's
Demolition One, on behalf of all
we made
technomancers, thank you. #Mainframe.
Oh.
Mainframe 3 core.
Thank you, Demolition.
Nice.
Make sure you guys, when you tag us, you also tag your corp so that we can
He's sinless.
account for. Well, I'm just saying.
Because if you don't, I just look you up later and figure it out.
Or guess.
And I double the damage.
If
Whoa.
I have to look you up, it's the whole thing like growing up when your mom was like, if you don't tell me and I find out, you're in double trouble. Yeah.
Double trouble.
I.e. dicks.
Ding.
Apparently, this is the first time they've seen someone use the bend and snap
Yay!
scenario. So nice
Forging
work with that.
important new ground.
Is very important. So thank you guys for being here. I was informed there is no Corp Sins this evening.
Okay.
Corp News. There's Corp Sins. We just did that.
What?
Oh, yeah.
This never happened. There will be no Corp News. I don't know what Zed doing instead. Oh, he did all of it. Good. Right, the efficient guy. And so instead, stick around for Honesty Hour at 10 p.m. with Zach and
Hector.
I'm gonna be like, what's his face? Someone else that's not Zach, but may or may not look like Zach. It's hard to tell. A lot of them look alike. Oh my god, Zach is Arslan and they're all clones!
I agree that I think Void's the dragon, because if I was a dark dragon that would hide in the night sky, I would name myself the Void. Dude, I bet Void plays Reaper.
Aye.
I don't hate this dragon, Claudia. All
Yeah,
right.
you will.
Thank you for all the
Inky. We were calling him
generosity
Inky,
tonight.
right?
Yeah.
We were calling you
Guys,
Whether it was a big donation or a small donation,
We
very much
appreciate-
appreciate them.
Each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. We will be back next week, pre-Emerald City Comic Con. And if you are at Emerald City Comic Con, do remember to try and come check out our panel. We would love to see you there and say hello to our fellow thumpers. And on that note, we shall see you anon.
We're waving. Okay.
Wait,
No
now.
ends.
Say goodbye.
No ends.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.